I walk into an office. George, my English landlord, sits behind a desk. He sees me and then puts a smile for me. I've never seen you smile once in these 5 years I've had my lease.
Billy, I thought I'd break the horrid tradition.
George smiles again. Are you smiling because of a nasty side effect of a medication, or have you had a facelift that's gone wrong?
Neither. There's no plan involved with this meeting.
I'm still not buying it. What do you want? Why did you call me in? George opens up his desk drawer and pulls out a brochure. He slides it over to me. The brochure is of a new waterfront mall opening up on the north side of the town. Only the most lucrative and successful stores have the money to set up the shop there. I certainly don't, so I'm surprised why George shows me the brochure. What are these?
These are a brochure of storefronts opening near the waterfront. They're in one of the most exclusive locations.
And what?
I thought you'd like to view one of the shops to see if you might want to expand your business there.
I can't afford the rent at this location.
Maybe we can come up with a solution.
And who exactly are we?
You and I. No one else.
I'm not sleeping with you, George.
I'm a married father of 3, and I'm gay. Wasn't suggesting that.
Oh, that's a pity, because I would have said yes. You're super hot. George looks frightened. I'm fucking with you. Wow, you turned red fast.
So what do you say to our little deal?
I say I still can't afford it.
We could apply for some loans. I know just the right bank that will lend you the money. So let me make the call.
George picks up his phone. Whoa! Whoa there, cowboy. Slow down. Look, George, I appreciate all you're trying to do for me, but I can't afford a new store.
Could be at a service to you.
I can barely afford to keep one store open. I can't take on the stress of another one. I'm sorry, but it's no deal.
What if I said I could get you the right deal for any place you choose?
George, darling, you need to listen. I don't want a new store.
How about I give you time to think?
Get it through your thick skull. I don't need another store. I'm content with the one I have. Stop pushing this issue.
At least tell me you think about it.
Why is this so important to you? And also, why are you being this nice?
I've always been this nice to my loyal tenants.
George, honey, you're about as lovely as the Republican Party is to immigrants.
That's foolish.
George, you're never pleasant.
Yes, I am. You're being absurd.
George, you look down on us like Cruella de Vil looks down on Dalmatians.
That's questionable, too.
Tell me, what's changed? Maybe I can help you with your new attitude. I'm all ears. George looks red. He's starting to panic. I'm on to him. Do we have a mutual friend who's been talking into your ear? Is that said person pulling your strings?
No, this was strictly my idea. Cornelius had nothing to do with it.
Who said anything about Cornelius being involved? George is silent. He's sweating. Unless, of course, Cornelius was. Was he, George? Is Cornelius part of this plot for me to move stores?
I need to make a call.
George, speak to me right now!
Blimey, I think I'm having a heart attack.
George pretends to have a heart attack. George, stop playing. I want the truth right now. Talk to me. Now. George straightens up.
Right.
I walk over to Cornelius's table. He's reading a newspaper, but he puts it down when he sees me barreling towards him.
This is unexpected. How did you know I'd be here? Are you stalking me?
Your secretary told me where you'd be.
Oh, and I'm glad. Please, join me.
No. I just wanted to let you know that I won't let you run me out of my store.
Excuse me?
George told me. You want my store so you can give it to a higher bidder.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Is it? Really? You've been gunning for me ever since we ended our last meeting without arranging for another meetup.
You're blowing this way out of proportion. I'm not a bad guy.
Look, you're cute, But I don't fancy you.
Great. Nice to know.
So you'll leave my store alone?
Yes. But you need to know there's been a few crossed wires to this tale.
Really? How?
Well, for one thing, I'm not trying to get back my shop from you so I can give it to the highest bidder.
Oh?
I looked into your business. You run it superbly. Plus, you pay more in wages than any other employer on your block.
I believe people should be paid fairly.
And they do in your store because you're an outstanding employer. You should be proud of yourself. Not a lot of people have your heart. We're lucky to know you.
Jesus, do you want to pump your brakes a little there? You're coming at me hard and it's freaking the hell out of me.
Look, my point is that you do an excellent job for your community. I wouldn't want to do anything to jeopardize that.
So, why do you want me to move to the waterfront store?
I was offering you a way to expand your store so that you'd get more funds to expand your operations further afield.
I don't want to do that.
I gathered.
So, that's the end of that?
No, it isn't. I want different neighborhoods to experience the level of work you do on their blocks.
I don't appreciate where this is going.
I'm offering you $100,000 to make me into a partner today. I'll take a 5% stake.
You're unbelievable.
If you say yes, I'll give you as many shops as you want to grow our business and make it a striving enterprise.
No. You're out of your goddamn mind. I own a florist. It's a little family-run business. I didn't start it to make a ton of money.
I've never heard that before from a tenant of mine. It's mind-blowing.
I opened my store to get my family and me to do something positive with our time. We wanted a business to be proud of.
I can make it into a bigger thing to be proud of. Let me help you.
No. You'll turn my business into a money-making, heartless corporation.
I won't do that. I can even put it into the contract. No turning Emily's business into a heartless corporation. Happy?
It's still a no. Sorry.
Just say you'll think about it.
Look, it's a generous offer, but I don't need you or your money. I certainly don't need the pressure of working alongside you. So it's still a huge fat no. I'm sorry.
Well, the offer will stay on the table for 2 weeks, if you change your mind.
That's unlikely.
This proposal is a major opportunity for us. Don't be so fast to reject it.
I can't be in business with you.
That's been made clear.
Cornelius checks his watch. He looks peeved off. Why are you mad? I'm being honest.
I'm not mad. If you would excuse me, I'd like to finish my lunch in peace.
I'm sorry I couldn't give you what you wanted. Please, say you'll accept it with grace. I'd hate for us to fall out again.
Well, looks like I have no choice.
I get up from the booth and walk off. I'm shutting my shop's doors when George walks over. He's holding a key. It's a gold key, which I know to be the master key for my shop. So why is he holding it? What now, George?
I have a present for you.
George holds out a key. You're giving me a key?
It's not just any key. It's the master key for the shop.
Why won't you need it? Has Cornelius fired you, George?
He's not that bastardly. Which rock do you seek these thoughts from?
Are you asking me to take the key so that I can pass it off to your successor?
Not exactly. I thought you had this discussion with Cornelius.
What freaking discussion? Stop talking in riddles. Tell me, what's going on here?
Cornelius is handing you the shop. You won't need to pay us any more rent because you'll own the deeds to it.
I'm going to kill that man.
A man gives you something and the first thought out of your mouth is that you want to kill him. Who raised you, Satan?
I'm going to murder him.
Why? He's trying to look after you.
He's trying to force me to take his charity because he thinks I'm a weak woman who needs saving. But I'm not.
Look, sweetheart, that man cares for you. He adores you. Why are you trying to do everything in your power to reject him?
I reject him because I don't need a savior. I'm the strongest alone.
Cornelius knows that.
No man will ever come into my world and take away my strength, especially a freak-like monster like Cornelius the Dick. There's an immediate cough behind me. I turn around to find Cornelius staring at me. He looks hurt. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to hear that. Can we talk in private?
Sorry. I'm a freak-like monster. I should spend time with people of my own clan.
I didn't mean it. I was just...
Sure you didn't. George, please rip up the contract. I'll pass on my offer of a shop gift to someone else.
Are you giving away my shop?
No. I will give someone else the chance to have their shop without paying me rent. Bye, Emily.
Cornelius walks away. I try to walk after him, but George stops me with a hand.
You need to know a few things before this charade goes any further.
What things?
You're buying me dinner. Come on.
George and I walk off. I walk towards Cornelius' office door and knock twice.
I'm busy, Megan.
It's not Megan. It's me.
Go away. I'm busy.
I open the office door.
I said go away. Please don't make me call security on you.
I'm a fool.
I'm glad we agree on that. Are we done?
After offering me the new waterfront store, I thought you were giving away my current store.
I take it George told you then.
You weren't offering me anything.
Every 2 to 3 years of tenancy with my company, my board of directors selects a group of outstanding tenants to
give ownership status to their stores. It's a gallant gesture. It shows a real character to show that level of kindness to a stranger.
I didn't nominate you. George did. He didn't tell me because he thought I'd swayed the board of directors.
Into handing me the ownership because of you.
George wanted you to get the ownership fair and square through unbiased eyes.
Hence, George requested 3 weeks ago that you have no say in this year's voting, and you didn't. I'm so sorry. I feel like...
I don't care anymore. I'm over it.
There must be something I can do to make this up to you. Do you want me to take the ownership stake? I don't want to, but...
I don't care. Please, just leave me alone.
You're taking this a little poorly.
Do you even know why I offered you that waterfront store in the first place?
No, but I'm sure you're eager to tell me.
Get it.
Please, talk to me. Cornelius.
Laugh at me.
I'm already laughing at your pink shirt.
Thanks.
Tell me now. The sooner you do it, the sooner I leave you alone at peace.
I wanted opportunities to spend time with you. I like you. I've been looking for ways to spend more time with you.
Oh, wow. That's amiable.
Would have come into your shop and asked you to dinner, but I was scared.
Were you scared I'd bite off your arm before you finish your question?
Yes. And you are. You've proved it today.
Are you asking me out, Mr. Lawrence?
Yes. Just say no so we can get it over and done with, and I can cry in my office.
Yes. I'll go out with you.
On a date, or...
We'll start as friends going out for a drink.
And then if we hit it off?
We could potentially try to get more serious in the relationship if we both choose.
Is that your best offer?
It's the only one you'll get.
Then I accept. I'll pick you up tonight.
I look forward to it. I'll text you my address so you can pick me up.
Coolio.
You better impress me tonight.
I'll try my best.
You better. I walk out of Cornelius's office with a smile on my face. Cornelius pumps his fist into the air to celebrate.
Woohoo! Yeah!
As I'm walking away, I say, I heard that.
Sorry.
I chuckle out loud. I press for the elevator. The doors open, and I get in and smile as the elevator doors close.
There's more to come on the power of love, so please subscribe to That Love Podcast on your favorite podcast app to get future episodes as soon as they drop. And also, help us by rating us on Spotify and Apple Podcast. We'd also love for you to review us on Apple Podcast. By doing this, you help us expand our reach to new listeners. We're also active on Twitter @ThatLovePod, so drop us a message there. We'd love to hear from you. And before we sign off, if you love the podcast, please share it with family and friends. Thank you for listening.